Or go all-electric with Toyota BZ with impressive range and smart technology. Efficiency meets capability, right when you need it. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey LA, it's Beto Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondering Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondering Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondering and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Hey, Laker fans, don't just walk it off. Make the right call.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob, 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
How do we rise? By being the home of firsts. From UCLA alum Jackie Robinson breaking barriers to Dr. Gottlieb reporting the first AIDS cases. Innovation isn't just part of our history. It's in our DNA. It's what drives us to keep on finding answers no one else could, like performing the first human bladder transplant. So we keep on setting the standard, rising together to change medicine and lives. UCLA Health. Keep on rising.
In the playoffs, performance isn't just expected, it's engineered. At Lexus Santa Monica, we play at that same championship level. Whether it's the precision of the RX or the pure power of the LC, every vehicle is a masterpiece of performance. Visit our historic showroom, a Santa Monica landmark, and experience a lineup that's as legendary as the game itself. See Matt Unger and the team to elevate your drive. Lexus Santa Monica. In Santa Monica, on Santa Monica. Experience amazing.
And our purple and gold get the win. Are you ready to raise a glass? The post-game cheers presented by Kendall Jackson Wines. Proudly family-owned and family-grown right here in California for over 40 years. Kendall Jackson Wines, the official wine partner of the NBA.
It's Luka. The Lakers play here. It's time for Lakers post-game.
Raise a glass with Kendall Jackson Wines.
Unreal night for the Lakers. 112-108 overtime win over the Houston Rockets. They are now up 3-0 in this series, and short of something truly historical happening, they are in position to win this series. Houston gave it. It's kind of crazy considering all of the things Houston did not do well in this game, but by the standards of what they've done in this series, and Kevin Durant was not available. He was a late scratch in this game, ankle sprain that it happened to him in game 2, the last 7 or so minutes of the game. Tried to go in pre-games, couldn't go. And the Rockets, at one point, they were down 15. They were down 12 at the half, and the Lakers really struggled in the second half of this game. They scored under 40 points in the second half, tons of turnovers, the offense just stalling out, and it felt like actually the Lakers were running up against the limits of what they can do without Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Like, as well as they have played in the first 2 games, and it's been admirable. It's honestly been inspiring the way they have reacted to this adversity. It has not been easy, and it felt like this was the game where it was catching up to them. But then clutch time rolls around, and really like the last 30 seconds where the Lakers are down by 6 with under 30 seconds left, and they don't even have the ball. They force turnovers. LeBron makes a big 3. Marcus Smart's presence is felt on both sides of the ball, and Houston cannot close out. And we've seen all season, one of the things that consistently this team does well is they close out games. They close out tight contests. And this was no exception. Lakers postgame show brought to you by Kendall Jackson Wines, proudly family-owned, family-grown right here in California for over 40 years. Funchy, this is a night where you can celebrate with some Kendall Jackson.
Oh, yeah, some little cab right here, a little red wine. Yes, sir.
I mean, honestly, this is a night where I don't care if you're going with a Sauvignon Blanc or a Chardonnay or a Cab. Like, whatever is your preference, you earned it tonight, Laker fans.
A little Chardonnay, a little chili.
However you want it. I'm just saying you earned it tonight as a Laker fan, just for your fandom, because I know how Laker fans ride, and they're always there. But this was a game that, quite frankly, worked your nerves in a way, and, like, the emotions and the up and down and the roller coaster would make it so, frankly, a glass of wine could
I know,
be in
you
order.
could have pounded like a half a bottle like during those last 20
Dude,
seconds of the fourth
overtime.
quarter. Yeah. Overtime, yeah.
Overtime itself was a one-bottle occasion. But nonetheless, man, unreal game. Just an
Also, shout out to Kendall Jackson for sending me this really nice sweater.
That is nice, man.
Yeah.
By the way, what I love about it, too, is because it's got that, like, Letterman's college
I like
feel.
it.
It's
like going with the Kendall Jackson, huh?
Well, I was going to say, great wine. It also looks like your alma mater is Kendall Jackson. Like you went to Kendall Jackson U.
That's right.
Kendall Jackson State.
That is right.
But, it is actually very good looking.
Feels nice, too.
I'm sure it does. But anyway, I would celebrate with some Kendall Jackson tonight, Laker fans. You definitely earned it. The team earned it. 877-710-ESPN. If you want to weigh in, 877-710-ESPN. Just, there's a lot to break down from this game. But what really jumps out at me at most, I mean, more than anything else, is just the resiliency of this team. And we've seen it a lot over the course of this season. The Lakers have dealt with so many injuries this year. Luka's been out, still currently out in the playoffs, but Luka's missed some games. Austin Reeves has had long absences, including right now. Hopefully, Austin available in Game 4. He tried to give it a go in pregame. They ultimately held him out. It wouldn't shock me if it was in some way related to Kevin Durant being out. Also, too, with such a quick turnaround in the Lakers playing on Sunday, I wonder if there were some concerns about Austin being able to play again that quickly, and you don't want to essentially reshuffle the lineups twice. But Austin, it seems like, could be trending to play in Game 4 and maybe help put the nail in the coffin of the Houston Rockets season. But Austin's missed games. LeBron has missed games. Marcus Smart has been in and out. Rui Hachimura has missed some games. DeAndre Ayton has missed some games. Luke Kennard, as great of an addition as he's been, that is a mid-season piece that you need to fit in. But this team, man, they have been resilient all season. And for them to find a way to push to overtime, they actually had an opportunity to win the thing in regulation. LeBron, who had hit the game-tying three, or regulation-tying three, I should say, could not get another three to fall to send the thing to avoid overtime, I should say. LeBron had an opportunity to hit a three, couldn't. They go to overtime, the Lakers win. But again, they were down 6. Down 6 with under 30 seconds left, and they did not have the ball. And their ability to come through in that moment and to ultimately go up 3-0 in this series, despite the adversity in this game, despite the adversity leading up to where they are now with no Luka and Austin, it's just, this is a team that Laker fans, no matter how the rest of the season plays out, cliched as it sounds, you should be proud of this team. Like, you should be proud to be a fan of this team because they, again, invoking the cliches, they play the right way. Call of the game presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline, the only number LA trusts after an accident, 800-345-6789, 800-345-6789. Just talked about LeBron. Let's see what he did.
LeBron not fouling him, and now LeBron poked it away and stole it. They get it ahead to LeBron, and he dropped it. Kennard's got it. Give it to LeBron. 3 for the tie. It's good. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The Rockets are going to have the ball with 13 seconds left. But Houston fumbled the ball and gave it to LeBron. And now, Michael, that Jayshawn Tate foul looks really bad.
That Jayshawn Tate foul, by the way, I have no idea what he was thinking. It's so funny because he was put in for Reed Shepherd for defensive purposes. For that result, you could have just kept Reed Shepherd in. Like, I feel for Jayshawn Tate because he also hadn't played a lot in this game. He only played 3 minutes. So that's kind of a rough spot to be put in. That said, though, I have no idea what he was thinking with that foul. Points in the Paint all season long, sponsored by Vista Paint for nearly 70 years. Vista Paint has delivered on color, coverage, and service built for hustle and bustle that California brings. Vista Paint, contractor trusted, always ready. Let's take a call, 877-710-ESPN, and we will open with Hooper's X. My dude, you're on the Lakers postgame show. What's up, Hooper's X?
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Good, man. Great, actually. I should be great.
Yeah, I'm fantastic. I just wanted to call and say that I had my concerns about JJ last season. A lot of the decision-making he made in his first season as head coach was, head-scratching at times. A lot of Darvin-esque moves. No offense to Darvin, sorry. But I got to tell you.
I'm sure you meant it in the nicest way, Hoopers.
Yes, of course I did. But, he has made such strides this season. He's learned from his mistakes. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
He game plans, and there are, actual offensive sets going, or defense that they didn't have last year at all that they're playing now. And one thing I do want to point out, all credit to JJ for what he's done this season, but one thing I do want to point out that everyone kind of seems to forget is LeBron James does this every season coming into the playoffs. LeBron James coasts through the regular season defensively, and he's 41 years old. Of course he's going to do that for the last few years, for a while now. But once it gets into, into crunch time and going into the playoffs, he ramps up his defensive intensity, and that's exactly what he's done. And with Smart and some of the other guys that are playing solid lockdown defense, even Ayton, as off and on as he is, his defense has been solid. When LeBron turns that on, he still has the ability to do it. And boy, what an exciting way to do this. I was hoping that my young adult son, Austin Reeves, is going to play the game tonight, but it's almost sweeter that he didn't, and they won again, and they're up 3-0. And I don't know what happens in the next round. I also don't know if both those guys, Luka and Austin, come back, and who knows? They look ugly against the Thunder, but anything's possible because everyone thought they were going to lose this series and they were going to probably get swept in this series, and they didn't. And this is not the same team that played Oklahoma City in every game this season, except that one a little while, the last one they played. But, there's a chance, and they're giving me that hope, and that's all I ask for. So thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate the call. And, yeah, I mean, this team fights. They really do fight. They fight hard. There have been times over the course of 82 games where they have not always brought the effort that you want, or at times where it felt like they did not play hard enough. But for the most part, and I mean the majority, most part, when it really comes down to fighting time, win or lose, this team will fight. Let's take one more call. Solomon, Lake Balboa, you're on the Lakers postgame show. What's up, Solomon?
Hey, Andy, I do not want to be a bummer tonight or a downer or be negative, and eventually I will get positive at the end of my call. However, I do want to point out that the Lakers do have to thank their lucky stars that they're playing the Houston Rockets. Because, as Chick Hearn used to say, they stunk up the joint in that second half, and they did everything they could to hand that game to Houston, and Houston couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate the call, Solomon. But, I mean, that is true. But at the same time, though, if the Lakers had Luka and Austin, I think it would still be the same 3-0 series lead. It just would have looked a lot prettier. It has not always been a smooth ride in this series for the Lakers, which is difficult when you're missing one of your players who is top 5 in the league. And whatever ranking you want to give him. Not looking to debate it. But top 5 player in the league and a first-team All-NBA lock, and the other guy is your second leading scorer, one of your 3 primary playmakers, and one of the 3 best players on the team. Like, it is difficult to really look great under those circumstances, even against a team like the Rockets that, good Lord, they are flawed. But they still have NBA players. They still have talented players. Like, there's talent on the Rockets. Amen Thompson is talented. Jabari Smith Jr. is talented. Alperen Sengun is talented. Like, it's not that they're playing a bunch of stiffs. They're playing a team that desperately needs a floor general, and you know, they really need Reed Shepherd to grow up fast, or Amen Thompson to take a next step fast, or Kevin Durant to learn how to handle a double team. But they're not without talent. And I do think some of what happened in the second half was the Lakers butting up against the limits of what they can do without 2 of their 3 best players. But at the end of the day, man, they found a way to fight towards a win. And that's what ultimately matters most. Coming up, take more of your calls, 877-710-ESPN. Plus, speaking of calls, we are going to do something that, to the best of my knowledge, never been done on a Lakers postgame show. I'm not even sure it's been done in 710 history with callers. Funchy and I have been here a long time. Funchy's shaking his head. So that is coming up next on Lakers postgame show, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Watching a Laker game is so much more than just a game. It's the moments before tip-off, the people you're with, and the food you're sharing. That's why I love BBGO. BBGO is perfect for at-home watch parties or a night of hoops. Their food is bold and packed with flavor, bowls for a quick meal, dumplings and fried rice for everyone at the table. Vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BBGO. Look for BBGO at your local grocery store in the Asian and freezer aisles. BBGO for it and bring something different to the table.
Hey, basketball fans, Kendall Jackson Wines is bringing you a new reason to cheer. Kendall Jackson is proud to be an official wine partner of the NBA. Family grown and family owned since 1982, Kendall Jackson has been crafting exceptional wines from across California's cool coastal vineyards. From their iconic Chardonnay to their bold Cabernet Sauvignon, raise a glass with KJ's winning lineup of sustainable grown wines. Find Kendall Jackson nationwide at major retailers, your favorite bars and restaurants, or delivered right to your door. Visit the Kendall Jackson Wine Estate and Gardens located in Sonoma County, or visit kj.com/NBA.
Playoff season is here, and the Lakers are driving to the hoop. Valvoline Instant Oil Change will make sure your car is ready to run the full court, too. Stay in your car and get a fast 15-minute oil change. No appointment ever needed. Plus, they top off fluids, replace air filters, check your battery, wipers, and more. Whether you're heading to the game or catching tip-off at home, your car will be ready to go. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and to find a location near you. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, championship-level care for you and your car.
Call Jacob. Attention Lakers fans.
After an accident, you already have enough to deal with. Instead of chasing insurance and rental cars and doctor visits, you got to call Jacob.
Available all day, free consultations, and you don't pay unless you win. Official sponsor of your LA Lakers.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
This is the Lakers postgame show.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
877-710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
Lakers postgame show, Andy Kamenetsky. The Lakers up now 3-0 in their opening round series against the Houston Rockets. They get a 112-108 overtime win over the Houston Rockets. Like, I'm going to have to rewatch this thing like the Zapruder film or something like that just to try to truly...
Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
Try to understand truly what the F happened in the last 26 seconds of the game. The Lakers down 6 without the ball, and they managed to push this thing into overtime. Got my prop master flying in, Tim. Flying in the bottles, flying out the bottles. Thank you very much. That they managed to make enough things happen to where they could push the game into a tie in regulation. LeBron had an opportunity to hit a go-ahead three, could not make it fall. But then they end up winning in overtime, and LeBron James, 29 points, 10 of 22 from the field, 4 of 9 from behind the arc, 5 of 6 at the line, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a block. He did have 8 turnovers, but honestly, I think some of those turnovers were flat-out exhaustion. Either way, great showing from LeBron, player of the game, driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. He spoke with Cassidy Hubbard after the game.
LeBron, putting your body on the ground and on the line in OT, the steal and the game-tying 3 in regulation. At age 41, how do you sum up your playoff intensity right now, which led to the win?
Just trying to seize the opportunity and the position that we're in. My guys trust me to try to make plays, and I'm blessed to be able to do it.
You describe Marcus Smart as battle-tested.
Yeah.
How do you describe how he battled for this win tonight?
Yeah, I think he had, maybe 9 or 8 in overtime. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well. But down the stretch in the fourth, he was able to attack. Reed Shepard get a couple layups to keep us at bay when they was making a run. And in overtime, he made those 3. He made the 3 down there in the far corner and then made free throws, and we battled all day. So to have him down on our team, I know he's battle-tested. I've competed against him for so long in the Eastern Conference, so it's great to have him on the side.
And there were so many moments in this game. Your bench really stepped up, including Bronny. And you had that alley-oop, the first ever father-son playoff alley-oop. What was that moment like for you?
He was calling for it. I've seen his steps for so long. He was gathering, and I was like, just go get it. So, I'm glad he was able to go up, reverse it. He also made it 3 when they tried to disrespect him and go under on the pick and roll. He gave us great minutes. Everybody that played gave us great minutes, but that was a special moment, obviously.
LeBron up 3-0, no Luka, no Austin. JJ said the message to this team heading into this playoff series was to elevate. How do you feel like you guys have risen to the occasion so far?
I think we've played some good basketball. We still have some mistakes, especially in this game. We had way too many mistakes. We got a game plan, and I don't think we executed that for 53 minutes. So we got to be a lot better on Sunday. And if we give ourselves a chance to move on to the next round.
Feeling good?
Right now, hell no. Hell no, I don't feel good. But that's how you're supposed to feel after a playoff game.
Congrats on the win, LeBron.
And that was LeBron James with Cassidy Hubbard, Amazon Prime walk-off interview.
You're right. He was tired.
First of all, yes. I mean, he was tired. It was obvious. Some of those turnovers down the stretch, they're uncharacteristic of LeBron. He was exhausted. Like, he was absolutely exhausted. It's the lethal weapon. I'm getting too old for this bleep. And look, LeBron hit the deck in this game many times. Like, many times. And he deserves a lot of credit for that. It's what you expect from players in the playoffs anyway, but LeBron's body is going to extra hurt from that. And he's also correct, or at least I hope he's correct. They did not execute the game plan for the entire 53 minutes. But at the end of the day, man, they got it done. Like, they found a way to get this done. They found enough weaknesses in a team like the Houston Rockets that had their best half of this series. And really, say what you will, this is probably the best the Rockets have looked in this series. And the Lakers still found a way to deal with all of those second half punches and all of their own mistakes. And talked about LeBron, the plays he made down the stretch, Marcus Smart. Jackson Hayes had several big fourth quarter moments. Rui Hachimura, some big baskets. Like, LeBron is correct. Pretty much everybody who stepped on the floor found a way to contribute. Lakers postgame show brought to you by Vista Paint. For nearly 70 years, Vista Paint has delivered on color, coverage, and service built for hustle and the bustle of California. Vista Paint, contractor trusted, always ready. 877-710 ESPN. If you want to weigh in, let's hear from Dario in Long Beach. You're on the Lakers postgame show.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, man.
Thank you for taking my call, Andy.
Sure.
Awesome. Hey, go Lakers, Andy. So this game or this series and all, I feel has been kind of a big, middle finger, not only to the doubters, but to the quote-unquote Lakers fans that hate on LeBron James for some reason, right? I feel like this is the first time we get a true feeling of what a LeBron-led Lakers team can do in the playoffs. And I feel like this is the first time, and I feel like even they doubted us because they always want to mention, he's not capable and this and that. And look, he's doing it at 41. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, Kobe fan too, but first Lakers fan. The front of the jersey is what matters to me, right? But
absolutely.
I feel like we're really getting the experience of him leading us and just taking the team on his back as he's always done. Obviously, he has the help that he has in Marcus and all these other guys stepping up big. But I don't know. I feel like that's a big wake-up call to them. Like, appreciate the guy now. Like, stop putting up this front that you don't enjoy the Lakers because Kobe retired or the Kobe versus the LeBron eras. Like put that behind us and let's enjoy what we're watching. And I hope they can finally buy in and really just appreciate the guy, appreciate the legend and what he's doing for the Lakers organization and hopefully carrying us to the next round and we get our big weapons back. So I just want to point that out. It's a big point. It's a big, he's proving those guys wrong and the doubters, overall.
I appreciate the call there, Dario. It's interesting. I think LeBron, and I don't want to relitigate the reasons and the history, backstory of why LeBron has not been entirely embraced or has entirely ingratiated himself with Laker fans. It's something spoken about many times over the course of years on this very air with John or DeMarco, Travis, Mace, whoever. The reasons are the reasons. I understand all of them, even if I don't agree with them. I understand the origin story, so to speak, and how it led to this. But it would not surprise me at all. And forget just Laker fans who, at the end of the day, they're going to root for LeBron in the playoffs because they want the Lakers to succeed in the playoffs. So they're not going to care who fuels them to wins. And the Lakers now up 3-0 in this series. But it would not surprise me at all if even some of the people who watch the league and are not Laker fans, and frankly, if you're not a Laker fan, it likely means you don't like the Lakers. The Lakers are not a franchise that most people are indifferent towards or have no strong feelings about one way or the other. Generally speaking, if you're not a Laker fan, you hate the Lakers. And LeBron, as popular as LeBron is, because he is super popular, he's also a player that has been polarizing at times, and he has detractors, and he has people that don't like him for various reasons. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the context of this series, where LeBron is playing without Luka Doncic, without Austin Reeves, at his age, there's something more sympathetic about him. There's something that makes you root for him more, maybe even in spite of yourself. And there's something about it that I think is just inspiring. Which, again, remove however you may otherwise feel about LeBron, and the minute the playoffs end for the Lakers, whenever that is, you may go back to feeling about LeBron exactly how you felt. But I would think that there are a lot of non-Laker fans, non-LeBron fans that can find enjoyment in this just because you're not going to see this again. And it is absolutely remarkable to be doing this. All right, coming up, we are going to do something that has never been done in Lakers postgame history. We're going to have two callers at the same time. Walrus and Encino and Beach Walrus, my Walry are calling in together. Walry, let's try to keep this organized. How are you, my people, my Walry?
AK, Bunch, my brethren in South Dakota, Beach Walrus. 2 words for you gentlemen. Let's go! Dude, this is unbelievable, man. They are They are minus 35 in offensive rebounds, and they are 3-0 in this series. It is unbelievable, man. The turnovers tonight. The turnovers, again, a problem, but they overcame it to the point the last caller made. All the LeBron haters out there, go ahead and shove it. The man has put this team on his back. Yes, he turned the ball over 8 times, AK, but he got himself 3 back with 3 steals. Marcus Smart, 21 points, 10 assists, 5 big steals. This team, man, they are so inspirational, and just watch out. They close it out perhaps on Sunday. Austin comes back, maybe a miracle of Luka coming back. J-Dub is going down right now with the Thunder. Who knows, man? This is some magical, magical stuff. And I must admit that with my friend Beach Walrus, he and I do a little podcast ourselves at Hoop to Holler, the B-Ball Study Hall. He was the one who had the faith in the Lakers, not me. I thought Rockets were taking this in 6 before the series. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. But a little bit of reverse psychology. I hand it off to my friend Beach Walrus. Just unbelievable stuff, man.
Take over now.
Get that. Yeah, get that wall right towel, AK. Let him jump in the Pacific and swim
Rack
free.
him.
Dude, his energy, though, I appreciate. And you were talking to me when you were saying, like, you have to have some kind of feeling towards the Lakers. I mean, quick little story. I felt like I was a 13-year-old, 1997, watching Eddie and Nick the Quick tonight with my diehard Vlade fan grandma. And I've frankly been indifferent towards the Lakers. But you can't help but realize we're genuinely watching history with this 41-year-old rotating around the earth. The dude's playing with his son, you know, and he has those turnovers late in the fourth. He gives up that bucket to Sengun. He's walking back, and still that Reed poke behind the bobble back to the Nardog, pumps, 2 defenders fly by and splash. Like, you just have to enjoy it. Like, it's unbelievable. And I thought the Bronny draft pick was a joke. I thought it was laughable. But I'm realizing this is genius because the collective confidence and energy. I mean, just imagine playing with your kid, dude. Imagine playing playoff basketball with your kid. And how can you quit on that game? And what Marcus Smart is doing for your La La Land Gems is just unbelievable. And then here's the last thing I'd say, just hoops IQ. When DeAndre Ayton didn't get a defensive rebound, you could see Braun was pissed. JJ pulls him. They go with Jax Hayes, and that's a choice because Jax can't hold up against Sengun. However, he had some hustle plays. I'll give him that.
Jackson Hayes was really good
back in overtime. Yeah, he was okay. If you go back, though, he can't guard Sengun like Ayton can when he's bought in. But the biggest plays, AK, those jump balls, they are so cheap. They're so disrespectful, but they are so high IQ to literally foul your opponent, hold his arm down, and snag that. That intellect is why the Lakers are 3-0. And watch out, dude. You get Don and AR back, and J-Dub is out for OKC. I mean, wild things happen when chemistry and momentum happens. And to my boy Walrus, do you now believe, brother? Do you now flippin' believe? Funch, enjoy that wine for me, brother. Thanks, AK. This is a pleasure.
Walry out, ladies and gentlemen. Walry out. What a night. Overtime win. Walry on the phone at the same time. Unreal. You can't script this stuff. 112-108 win. Lakers over the Rockets. They are now up 3-0 in this series. Game 4 is on Sunday. They're going to look to close out. Squeeze in one more?
One more before we go to break.
Scooter in L.A. You're on the Lakers postgame show. What's up, Scooter?
Hey, Andy. I thought coming in, I said, if we can keep this game close in clutch time or crunch time, whatever they call it now, that we have a chance. And when it got to the final 2 minutes and we were in striking distance, I said, yeah, the Lakers going to win. But when Houston went up by 6 with like 30 seconds left, I said, oh, this game is over. I'm going to walk my dog now. And then Marcus Smart made that play and got it cut down to 3. And then LeBron, tapped the ball, stole the ball, and he hit the 3. And said, oh, we got a chance. And in overtime, I thought that Houston was just going to just lay down, but they did. They kept it close, but the Lakers still pulled it out. And just one piggyback on LeBron, it looked like he was going to be the scapegoat of the game when he had those 2 bad turnovers late in the game in regulation. But he made up for it. So
he did. Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Yeah, and instead of him being the scapegoat of the game, he's now back to being one of the GOATs of all time. That's all I had to say.
I appreciate the call there, Scooter. I mean, what a night for so many Lakers that we're definitely going to talk about more. If you are holding, hang in there. Going to get to as many of you as you can. Also want to hear from JJ Redick. Want to hear from Rui Hachimura. So a lot more to cover on the Lakers postgame show, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
Plea to you people that don't like LeBron, and I know you're out there. Put your hate aside for a couple of weeks because you are missing out on this guy taking our team on a ride that is so fun. What LeBron is basically saying is, I'm going to put the team on my back, and I'm going to carry them over the hill.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube.
Right now is the perfect time to get into a new Toyota truck. More power, more towing capability, more control off-road. It's all here right now. At Toyota's Perfect Timing Sales Event, get an amazing deal on a powerful new Tacoma or Tundra. Ready to haul, tow, and take on whatever terrain. It's time to go. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey LA, it's Beto Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondering Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondering Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondering and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
How do we rise? By being the home of firsts. From UCLA alum Jackie Robinson breaking barriers to Dr. Gottlieb reporting the first AIDS cases, innovation isn't just part of our history, it's in our DNA. It's what drives us to keep on finding answers no one else could, like performing the first human bladder transplant. So we keep on setting the standard, rising together to change medicine and lives. UCLA Health. Keep on rising.
It's spring break season, and I can't wait to party. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open 7 days a week. Rent a cabana or daybed. Cannonball!
Number 2.
Fuel up on the lowest gas prices than anywhere else at our travel center.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate. Earn entries now. Be here April 30th, 10 p.m. to win.
Morongo, good times.
This is the Lakers postgame show.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
877-710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
The Lakers with a 112-108 Game 3 overtime win over the Houston Rockets. They are now up 3-0 in this series. Game 4 on Sunday, where the Lakers will look to, against all odds and all expectations, close this thing out with a sweep. And listen, I have had my share of tequila, all right? I mean, like, really, truly, I have had my share of tequila, like, to an almost embarrassing level. But Cascanes, that's a different game, man. We're talking certified, organic, no additives, none of the extra stuff, just clean, real tequila. And get this, they're bringing in pure volcanic spring water straight from the Navachi Springs in Jalisco. Every single batch, championship level detail right there. In 2026, boom, 100 points from Wine Enthusiasts, the first spirits brand ever to do that. Wow, that's history right there. So we're not talking good. We're talking elite. Not your average tequila. Cascanes. Hit up CascanesTequila.com right now because I got you. 15% off with code ESPN15. That's ESPN15. Cascana's tequila, true to earth, true to flavor, and trust me, you're going to taste the difference. Check them out at cascanestequila.com. This is, by the way, a nice night, DeAndre, for a little tequila. Both to celebrate and calm nerves, all of it.
Oh, man.
What a night.
What a night, man. I mean, I don't understand. Just that last stretch, that sequence is just crazy.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I'm going to need to rewatch this game.
Yeah.
Like a few times to understand what the F happened. Like, how did they even get there to be in that position?
Look, I mean, seeing what the Houston Rockets, and honestly, it's not a surprise. Let's just keep it real. It's not a surprise because the Lakers have been the better team when it comes in clutch situation. The Houston Rockets have been awful when it comes to a clutch situation. So it's no surprise that Jabari Smith Jr., after securing a rebound, all you have to do is just walk it up the basketball court. Lakers got a foul, and what happens? He panics, and who do you expect to be right there in a perfect position?
Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm. What does Marcus Smart do? Gets the
Steals
steal,
the ball.
And then what do the Houston Rockets do right after that? Jason Tate, let's just foul him.
That poor kid, because he only played 3 minutes in this game, and he was put in there for Reed Shepard for defensive purposes, and that's what he does. Like, you could have kept Reed Shepard in there. He probably doesn't even go near enough to Marcus Smart to commit the foul. Like, he probably loses Marcus Smart, but that might be better.
Yeah, and that's everything. Just like, if you're the Lakers, like, learn from that. When we have the lead like that down the stretch, do not do what the Houston Rockets did right there.
Absolutely not. Lakers postgame show brought to you by Vista Paint. For nearly 70 years, Vista Paint has delivered on color, coverage, and service. Built for the hustle and bustle of California, Vista Paint, contractor trusted, always ready. JJ Redick had a lot to say after this win. Here's what we had.
Those guys made big-time plays. And before the game, at halftime, you know, we've talked for the last 10-plus days just about elevating everything, and there's a first road playoff game, and you have to elevate your poise, you have to elevate your composure, recognizing that there's going to be moments where the crowd's going crazy or you get down, they make a run, whatever it may be. We weathered a lot tonight. We weathered a lot of turnovers. I thought our defense was fantastic. And then in that moment, just to have the poise to just keep playing. And Smart made a huge play to get us into a one-possession game. And then coming out of that timeout, for them, we wanted to get a trap, and Rui and Bron did a good job of just putting pressure on Shepard, and obviously we make the steal, and Bron hits a big-time shot.
And what was it like, just the swings, the emotional swings? What was kind of your focus on the sideline? And what
Next play. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that happened tonight that were not perfect, including, some stuff I did. There was one timeout that I wish I could have back, where they had the ball and it was a need play, and wish I had made a different substitution. But you just got to get on to the next play, and that's to me, is that a hallmark of poise. That's a hallmark of composure. We certainly had a lot of discussions, both on the court and in timeouts, about correcting some things. We probably made more mistakes tonight, and as a group, and not just the players. I mean, myself included. Probably made more mistakes tonight. It's tough to win on the road in the playoffs. And again, even without KD, they're a great basketball team, and that was a huge test for us, especially in that moment when we're down 6.
I'm sure there's plenty of the things that Marcus Smart does that are in the context of what you guys ask him to do as a coaching staff, but the stuff he does, like that, shooting the gap to get the steal with 30 rebounds, leading to 2 free throws to go up 4 in overtime. I imagine that's just him, right? And what's it like having a player that has that extra something to his game?
Right. I mean, he's a winner. He makes winning plays. Obviously, the steal was huge. The 2 plays in overtime that really got us the lead and kind of kept us in control of the overtime were on offensive rebounds. And that was, Smart got one where he gets fouled, chucking the ball to half court. He ends up getting a layup on that play. So as much as we have emphasized their offensive rebounding, we also want to crash. We also want to get extra possessions, and those 2 guys made 2 of the biggest plays of the night.
And that was J.J. Redick speaking after tonight's 112-108 win over the Houston Rockets. Lakers now up 3-0 in this series. Unreal. Fantasy Springs Resort Casino has leveled up with an all-new rewards club, giving you more of what you want, and it might be a lucky day. I mean, really, it feels like every Laker fan's lucky day, because tonight, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is giving you a 2-night stay, plus dinner and golf or bowling for two. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at fantasyspringsresort.com. We'll take a couple calls in just a sec, but DeAndre, at the risk of throwing a grenade in your lap, your thoughts on what just happened tonight, because there's a lot to break down, man.
Look, besides everything that went down with the rebounding, the turnovers, and then seeing how the Lakers had resiliency and fighting all the way towards the end and never quitting and not giving up towards that last stretch, I thought that was a beautiful thing. And honestly, I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on in that the last sequence of that stretch, because the Rockets had the lead, man, and just seeing them just give it up like that.
The Lakers they scored under 40 points in the second half.
Yeah, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. And then as soon as I seen LeBron James poke that ball loose from Reed Shepherd, and then LeBron almost turned the ball over right there when Alper Sengun closed out. And so I'm like, oh, please don't turn the ball over. And Luke Kennard gets in and kicks it back out to LeBron. LeBron James, very fortunate enough for him to make that shot. So it was just a lot of emotions. And I was like, damn, we're going to overtime most likely. And, LeBron almost made that one even before overtime.
Once they went to overtime, I'm like, they're winning this thing.
Oh, yeah, for
There's
sure.
I was like, I do not believe in Houston's ability to bounce back from that.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was their best shot.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And as soon as overtime hit, I was like, yeah, Lakers got this. And just the Houston Rockets, they started to figure out the Lakers started to close the gap more with Alper Sengun. LeBron James was able to get hands in the cookie jar, poking the ball loose. By the way, can I just say something that was really funny in that overtime? Is the jump balls between DeAndre Ayton putting his forearm into the chest of Alper Sengun.
Might have been a foul. It's possibly that was not legal.
And then LeBron James following up with that, doing it against Jabari Smith Jr. But very fortunate the Lakers.
You know what they were? They were the equivalent. You know how everyone, and I don't agree with it, but everyone calls either like Luka or Shea foul merchants.
Yes.
They were like jump ball merchants.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree. But look, 3-0 series lead, man. And this team really has a chance to close it out this Sunday and have a 4-0 sweep against the Houston Rockets team, which we always say. We never thought this was going to happen.
No. I mean, even like Michael Thompson, who was one of the few people calling Lakers in this series, he did not call sweep.
No.
Like nobody called sweep. Anderson in Koreatown, you're on Lakers Talk. What's Lakers Talk? By the way, Lakers Talk this Sunday, special edition of Lakers Talk from 11 to 1.
That's right, baby.
11 a.m., 1 p.m. Ahead of the Kings and then the Lakers. So I guess that was a good way as any to plug Sunday. But yeah, this, though, is still the Lakers postgame show. Anderson, continue.
Yeah, hey, thanks for taking my call. First of all, what a night. Lakers win. I get to give a shout-out to Funchy Leva, Big Deep, Ball Knower, Go Lakers. I just want to say Marcus Smart has been the MVP. The little things he does, defending against the pick and rolls, defending against the screens has been amazing. Like you said a couple of times tonight, that was the Rockets' best punch. That was not our best game, and we still won last week. A lot of callers were saying the series was over, and I was like, let's wait one more game. After tonight, I can say series over. Next round is going to be a different story, but for now, I say go Lakers, and we got this, and thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate the call there, Anderson.
Look, Marcus Smart has been very, very key because the last couple of games had ending the regular season. We always forget that Marcus Smart did not play. You know what I mean? We were focused on Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves being out, and then Marcus Smart has been the big focal point for this Lakers team as far as on the defensive end of the basketball court. He's a tone setter. He brings the energy. He does the plays that, that's very needed. That doesn't really show up on the stat sheet that much. So it's really good to see that.
Yeah, it's funny, man. Like the first 3 quarters with Marcus Smart, I've often referred to it as the Marcus Smart experience. And that experience runs a lot of gamuts, man. Mm-hmm. Like it is all over the place from brilliant to what the hell are you doing, man?
Mm-hmm.
But the fourth quarter, he has been all season great on both ends of the floor. And then when you factor in his leadership and part of, building culture, the fact that he's taken it upon himself to be DeAndre Ayton's Yoda, he's been really, truly indispensable to this team. This season is different without Marcus Smart.
Do you think, because you add two veterans, and Marcus Smart's been deep in the playoffs. He's been in the finals. He's made appearances. And you add him alongside LeBron James. And you look across, you see the Houston Rockets. Besides Kevin Durant, who in that team has had a deep playoff run? Fred VanVleet's not out there on the basketball court.
To your point, Fred VanVleet, injured.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Adams, injured.
Mm-hmm.
DFS until tonight, been out of the rotation. He has not been good at Houston. And side note, Rob Pelinka got that one right.
He did.
He took a lot of heat when he let DFS walk, and he got that one right, both in terms of who he replaced him with, but also just that DFS, his body wasn't going to hold up. It sucks. I like DFS, but it's the truth. Jeff Green's 110 years old. He's I believe he's got a ring, but he's
LeBron's
old.
130.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
But obviously, Jeff Green is not doing the same treatment and preparation as LeBron James is doing.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's absolutely nuts. And Funchy, you said you've got some sound from Ime Udoka?
Yes. Ime Udoka was asked about the Rockets blowing their 6-point lead at the end of the fourth quarter. That sent it to overtime, and he basically called out his team.
I'm looking to find this. I cannot find this sound right now. If someone actually can play it.
No, we got it. Cool.
Horrendous mistakes. I don't know if you want to say youth or, scared of the moment or whatever the case, but you have a 6-point lead with 20 or 30 seconds to go, get a rebound, and just have to hold the ball and get fouled, or it's basically a 1-on-4 and throw it away. To combat it, make it worse. Foul, a terrible foul on Marcus Smart to give him 3 free throws. Next play, backcourt, you got it. Doubles coming, you try to split it instead of throwing it to Alfie wide open. Another turnover, and then James makes a tough shot. Then the final play, for the last shot, we don't run what was drawn up.
Not a lot of ambiguity there, DeAndre. Woo.
You heard that right.
I mean,
youth or scared of the moment.
I mean, way to call out your players. I mean, I just look at the Houston Rockets team, man. This is the dysfunction that's going on over there between Kevin Durant, the news of him having a new injury, and then him being ruled out, and then so you go back to that Houston Rockets team. They try to throw Reed Shepherd in the mix, and the Lakers do a good job as far as defending the three-point line. But yeah, Ime Udoka has no response from his team right now.
No, and look, he is not likely wrong in his evaluation. He's done a terrible job in this series himself.
I mean,
his coaching has been atrocious. And if you want to look at, say, someone like Reed Shepherd, who is not ready for this, but they've needed him to be ready for this because they've known all year we don't have a point guard. You needed to, enthusiastically look to build him up as opposed to make it clear all year, you're not my kind of player. I don't want to play you. If you want to know it, and some of this is obviously Reed Shepherd takes onus of this. He's a professional. He's supposed to be better and readier. But some of this, man, it's hard to play for a coach that does not believe in you.
And I understand, like you said, him making those comments after the game, whether they're scared of the moment and stuff. It's you put Reed Shepherd in that position. If you want to, you can put Amin Thompson in the mix or whatever you want to call it. But that just goes to show you that J.J. Redick is doing a great job and his Lakers coaching staff is doing a great job of making the necessary adjustments, while Ime Udoka kind of has a stubborn way of how he wants his team to play, and they make no adjustments whatsoever. So,
aren't you guys surprised that the Rockets didn't do anything this whole year just to replace the point guard, to replace Van Fleet?
You know who was hiding in plain sight? Luke Kennard. They could have traded. Can you imagine how much better Houston would look with Luke? Hell, Gabe Vincent. They could use Gabe Vincent. Actually, he's played
CP3.
I don't know if CP3 with this.
They need a point guard. They need a point guard,
sure,
man.
Maybe.
They need a floor general.
But I'm just saying, say what you want about Gabe Vincent's time with the Lakers, and for what it's worth, he's actually been more useful with Atlanta. Game 3, actually, I watched some of it. I actually thought Gabe played pretty well, better than his stats. But they could use Gabe Vincent just as somebody who can handle the ball and know how to make basic reads, whatever. Luke Kennard, they could have traded for Luke Kennard.
No, I'm glad they didn't. Because
Hell no, man. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, because Luke Kennard for us has been really, really good. But it is mind-blowing because they've been the same team since the month of January. They have done the same thing since the month of January. And I just go back to looking at Ime Udoka, seeing him even over here at Crypto.com Arena. It's like they just do not make the necessary adjustments whatsoever. And way to make comments like that leading into a game four where it's a series, it's a deciding series. And then now you're throwing your players under the bus like that. They're not going to respond.
I seriously doubt they're going to respond. Last call of the night, McGee in San Pedro. You're on the Lakers postgame.
What's going on? What's going on, Laker Nation?
San Pedro.
Hey, what a win. I stayed up all night watching the Jerry West documentary. Just beautiful footage. And for Jerry, this was a great win. As a Laker fan, to sit with my family at BJ's, and the crowd is just anticipating that buzzer beater from LeBron. It was a great game. Marcus Smart, I can't say enough. I mean, this guy, the things he does, I don't think we talked about that putback he got.
Yeah.
But he got fouled. But just the effort, and I'm talking to my son and my niece who play basketball, just that game, watching that game, it was just beautiful to just watch the game like that. And the officiating sucked. It was a great game and had bad officiating.
It often, I appreciate the call, often sucked in our favor. Particular jump balls. You met, by the way, before we go, DeAndre, when we were talking off air, you had a great observation about Marcus Smart with that putback that McGee referenced.
Yeah, so I believe it was a LeBron James three-point ball, and Marcus Smart came down, and I believe Lakers were up by 2 at that point. And Marcus Smart crashed the glass, which were at that moment it was critical. And instead of him coming back down with the basketball, a smart veteran play, he tried to tip it in, knowing that he was nowhere in hell going to make that bucket. But still, the fact that he put up a shot attempt, it led him to getting 2 free throws. And Marcus Smart was really consistent from the free throw line this game. So I thought that was just a heads-up play by him.
Yeah, when people talk about winning plays, it may sound like cliche, but that is an example of a winning play. Next broadcast of the season, man, Sunday night in Houston, the Lakers looking to put the Rockets out of what seems like their misery in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Coverage begins at 5, 6:30 tip. And thank you to everybody for listening tonight and enjoying one hell of a game. Lakers postgame show, 710 ESPN.
Lakers-Rockets is the final from Toyota Center. Game 3 of the NBA playoffs is in the books from Houston, Texas.
Lakers basketball on ESPN LA. Presented by Michelob Ultra. No matter what you're playing for, make it superior with Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Driven by Cadillac